Good morning, Source Creek. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Hannah.
Today is Monday, February 27th, and you are watching ITC News.
Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is Tuesday, which means trivia. If you know the answer, DM us at Into the Creek on Instagram to be entered to win a prize.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Doro, and I have a chemistry question for you. What's the symbol for silver? It's AG.
Interested in trying out for girls lacrosse this year? Come out to our preseason conditioning. We condition Mondays and Fridays. Mondays are at the Cage from 5:30 to 7. Fridays are at Elms Road Elementary from 6:30 to 7:45. You do not need gear of any kind, just water and tennis shoes. Coaches and players will be happy to help you learn more about the sport.
Attention seniors, please scan this QR code to send in pictures for a senior goodbye video. Please remember, in order to be featured in the video, you need to send in pictures. The deadline to send in pictures is March 25th. You can scan the flyers that are located in the senior classrooms and around the hallways as well.
Official Driving School will be visiting during lunchtime on March 5th to hand out flyers and answer any questions you may have regarding taking driving school or your driver's test.
This Saturday, March 2nd from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., any boys interested in playing volleyball, please attend an open gym with Coach Jason.
The robotics team will have their first competition on March 8th and 9th. The event takes place at Kettering University Recreation Center on Friday. Matches start at 11 and go until 7 p.m.
We would love to have people join us after the school day is over on Saturday. Matches begin at 9:30 and go on until about 5 p.m. The event is completely free to the public and they'll have concessions to purchase. Hope to see you there.
Let's get to know a new staff member this year, Mr. Elder.
Today we interviewed Mr. Elder in the STEM room about his first year at Swartz Creek High School.
I'm really enjoying my first year here at the STEM lab at Swartz Creek.
Mr. Elder teaches the first 2 hours in the STEM room.
In the morning, I teach first hour intro to engineering and design, and in second hour, I teach a physical science class. I do have an advisory, and the rest of the day I spend working with teachers on STEM programs. Creek has been a really great experience so far. I've really enjoyed the students, I've really enjoyed the staff, and administration. I think it's a great place to teach, great place to work. Well, this is definitely not my first year teaching. As a matter of fact, about 3 weeks ago, I started my 30th year of teaching. So I've been a few places. I spent about 21 years in the classroom, actually 22 years in the classroom, and the rest of the time I was up at Delta College running a program called the STEM Explorer program. It was a K-12 STEM outreach program, so I got to do a lot of the things that I've been able to incorporate here. I started when I was working there. Oh, Delta was different than here because at Delta I went to a different school every single day. So I worked with hundreds of schools and thousands of students all up in the Great Lakes Bay region, and that is up on Saginaw Bay City Midland area and kind of the surrounding area from there.
Let's look at last month's Student of the Month and why they were selected.
I'm Mr. Summers, and I nominated Nicole for Student of the Month because she's got a lot of integrity. She's someone that's always supportive to her classmates, and she's a rock star in the classroom, always getting her work done, always volunteering, super polite, always says hi to you in the hallway, and all around a great student.
I nominated Claire as Student of the Month because she is incredible when we have new students. She will hunt them down and she will make sure they have her snap and sometimes her cell phone number. She checks on them repeatedly throughout the day. She's walked students to buses. She always the next day finds them in the hallway and checks on them. I just think she's fantastic because she does that. Nobody asks her to do that. And she thinks we don't see her doing it, but we know that she does. So we really appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Miss Manning, and I nominated Avalon Carter for the Student of the Month.
And the reason I nominated her is because she's an awesome student. She's one of those students when you see she's very quiet. She's always willing to help out. She's doing tutoring with the students. She has 4th hour, all 3 lunches. She comes and helps us with the store. She comes and help assist us in the main office. She's always available to help out where needed. And she's also a great student, has a great GPA, and very involved in stuff.
I chose Ava as the Student of the Month because she's graduating this year and she's been working really hard on self-improvement and making sure that she's doing everything she needs to graduate, but also going the extra distance and being really kind to other students, making sure that everyone feels included and welcome, looking out for what's right. And she did a little fundraiser too for one of our students who recently was in the hospital for an illness. So she's going the extra mile and we're really proud of her.
Now to Olivia with Miss Bleck with information about robotics.
Hi, I'm Olivia and I'm here with Miss Bleck to talk about the robotics team. When and where is your first competition?
So our first competition will be at Kettering University this year on March 8th and 9th. On the 8th, matches will start at 11 a.m. and on the 9th, they will start at 9:30.
What does the robot have to do exactly?
So this year, the robot has to be able to pick up this piece off of the floor, or it can be inserted into the robot by a human player. And then they have to be able to shoot that piece into a rectangular box 7 feet off the ground they call a speaker, because this year's game is based off of music and it's called Crescendo. So there's also another piece on the side of the field called an amp that you have to put this piece into as well. And then there's also a stage at the very end that you can hang the robot on.
That's great. Have there been any challenges with the building process?
So there's always issues and problem solving going on with robotics, especially because we'll design something and then figure out it doesn't work. And we'll have to completely revamp it to make sure that it does actually do what it's supposed to. But probably one of the biggest issues that we've had this year is just making sure that we have all the right parts when we need them, because we have to order before we actually know all of the pieces that we need. So as we're working on the robot, we actually have to order stuff. So waiting on those pieces and making sure that we have everything that we need is probably one of our biggest issues.
Great, thank you. That's all we have for you today, Creek. Back to you in the studio.